Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we wake up and we see, well, I woke up, I don't know what time it is wherever you're at. It could be like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But today I woke up and saw this crazy event. So 40 void shards for a guaranteed Maneater. Is this good? Yeah, it's amazing. Maneater is an incredible champion. If we would have been giving any sort of a heads up, if you've been saving your shards, it's awesome. But who knows? I mean, Maneater, fantastic champion. I use him literally every single day in my Bat Eater team. So if you're somebody who's struggling with Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, maybe you've got an Immic, you're missing another unkillable champion or a block damage champion, Maneater is a fantastic option. So here's my team. Just as an example, we have 2 Maneaters, Rugnor, Painkeeper, and Seeker, and I run the team, and it is 86 million. It's full auto, 1 key, no problem whatsoever. Quick battles, it is so easy. Today, we're not going to be focusing on the Maneater stuff, though. I like that they have the guaranteed champions. I really wish they'd give us a heads up, though. Used to, it was like a day or so in advance, maybe a few days in advance, but recently, we've not been getting any advance in these guaranteed void epics, it seems like. I think we had one recently, but we had no heads up whatsoever for Seer. Yeah, it was Seer, actually. So I'm not for sure what they're doing there. Obviously, there's going to be a void shard pack later on today, probably with about 40 void shards, so you can go ahead and pick up your Maneater. But today, we're going to be talking about the Fusion calendar. So the current Fusion, the calendar just went live. Speaking of, the actual Fusion, if you guys want to see him tested anywhere specific, if you want to see me run him anywhere, test anything out, let me know. I will jump in and do that on the test server. I do have access to that. I haven't played around with him just yet, but I will be going for him. He's a unique champion. His kit, pretty interesting. He brings a lot of stuff that nobody else seems to bring. He has a lot of text, so it's like anytime you get bored, you can just jump in here, read through this text, and hey, you're not going to be as bored. A lot of text, a whole lot of text, but either way, I will be going for this champion in case you're curious, and I want to see how my plans are going to be as far as what I need to do and when I need to do it. So what we have going on here is we have 2 of the same epics, okay? So we have 2 of Pan the Bowhorn and 2 of Malekith Bloodflock. So you got to be mindful about that when you're actually going through and getting these champions. Now, all this comes down to what the actual Fusion event says, the Fusion calendar, that is. So we're going to go ahead and zoom this in just a little bit. Actually, no, we're not. We're going to leave it right where it's at. I'm going to get my little draw on the screen tool. All right, guys, well, I had an entire thing drawn up. However, I hit the back button and it erased my entire artwork. It wasn't that good anyway, so let's go ahead and get started into how this Fusion is going to be approached. So when looking at this, you can see, hey, if you go for the Epic Champion, well, now you can skip 4 events. Both the Epics take the exact same rares, so if you go for this champion right here, then you can just skip 4 events. It's going to be easy, and your life just became, well, much easier. As far as the summon events go, that's the most important thing, honestly. We have a champion chase starting next Friday. So right there, you're gonna want to make sure to be able to do that. You have a rare to achieve there. You have to do it. You have to do that Fusion summon event, at least to the rare champion. And then we have one tomorrow, which is gonna be right here. So we have 2 summon events. However, if you, well, typical, it's very typical stuff, right? 2 summon events. There's no champion other than that one available from there. So just the rare. So if you want to take it easy, I would recommend going to finish the Summon Rush. If not, then you're going to have to do both the Summon Rush and the Champion Chase tournament. So keep that in mind. If you go for the Summon Rush, you can skip a Champion Chase as well as 3 other things. If you don't go for the Summon Rush, you have to do literally everything. So we're going to do this off of, hey, you're skipping that. You're going to go for literally everything. So the first up, I like to focus on getting 3 times points wherever possible. So let's take a look at Dragon. Dragon starts today, but doesn't start going overlapping with other events until tomorrow. So from Friday until, let's see, triple dipping is going to be Champion Chase. Sorry, not Champion Chase, Champion Training, Dragon plus Dungeon Diver. So we're going to use a duo team on stage 10 hard. I will be doing. I'm going to use Nishak plus Mithrala. You could do Nishak alone on stage 7, which I can do some videos about that if you guys are interested. But that's going to get me food farming alongside farming Dragon, alongside, well, so Dungeon Diver, Dragon Tournament points, and Champion Training points. So the Dragon Tournament's going to end Saturday for me, basically. You need to pay attention to when these bars cut off. For me, that's going to probably be early Sunday morning. I'm going to try to finish my Dragon stuff as best I can between Friday and Saturday. So we're going to do a lot of Dragon in this window right here. This is going to be a 3 times points, basically. We're getting points for Dragon, we're getting points for Champion Training, and we're getting points for the Dungeon Diver event. So hopefully by that point, on into Saturday, I'm going to be done with the Dragon Tournament. Up next, right after the Dragon Tournament, we have the Ice Golem Tournament. So the Ice Golem tournament is going to be starting on, well, Sunday morning-ish. Well, on Sunday morning, we also have a little bit of champion training left, and then we have some Dungeon Diver also going on. So I don't have to finish the Dungeon Diver yet. The Dungeon Diver is perfectly fine on Dragon. I can get a good chunk of it done, and then Ice Golem will help me finish out the rest of that. So Ice Golem is going to be going on until, it looks like, Wednesday morning for me. However, the Dungeon Diver event is going to end on Monday morning. So we have a champion training tournament going on Sunday. We have the Ice Golem tournament starting and a Dungeon Diver event. So basically, if I'm not finished with the champion training, the Dungeon Diver event, Sunday is the day where I jump in. Hey, we're going to run a bunch of Ice Golem on Sunday. We're going to get a good chunk of the Dungeon Diver finished up, if not already. The champion training, also going to finish that up as well on Sunday. And if I need to just focus on those solely, I can do that as well. But the goal is going to be to do Ice Golem, Dungeon Diver, and champion training on Sunday. And then on Tuesday, it looks like we have a little bit of Dungeon Diver event there. And yeah, that's really the only other chance you can have to double dip an Ice Golem if you would like. So Dungeon Diver starts on Tuesday, and then the Ice Golem is going to end on Wednesday morning. So you got to make sure if you're skipping this day in between that you're on Monday. If you're skipping Monday, then on Tuesday, you got to make sure, hey, I have to finish out my Ice Golem. And if so, you're going to be good to go. So at this point, let's call this kind of like the midway point. So let's take a big pink purple-ish line. I don't know what color this is. Pink? Yeah, that's pink. So we'll draw it at Tuesday. So at Tuesday, let's see how many rare champions you should have if you're not going for the epic right there. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and possibly 8. So at this point in the game, you should have 7, let's see, put it down here, 7 rares, not counting the Dungeon Diver event. That's going to be pretty easy. So make sure on Tuesday, you have 7 rares for the fusion, which is going to be basically 1 epic fuse and then almost this next epic, depending on how these actually are distributed. So after Tuesday, let's see how we're going to break things down from there. So next up is going to be Fire Knight. Fire Knight, and we'll go back and talk about artifact enhancement and all that kind of stuff in just a moment. My main focus is going to be on the dungeons because it's probably going to be the most difficult part. We have Fire Knight right there. So Fire Knight is a difficult dungeon to duo. You can on stage 25, on stage 20 as well, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be solo farming Fire Knight, so I will be able to double dip into the Dungeon Diver event, which Fire Knight is not white. Fire Knight is orange. That's much better. All right, so Wednesday. Wednesday is going to be Fire Knight action, and it looks like Thursday is also going to be some Fire Knight action. Let's shrink this brush size down just a little bit. There we go. So Fire Knight, that's a little bit too thin. We're going to take this up to a 6 or so. It's a little technical difficulties here. 9's fine. All right, so Fire Knight is going to be Wednesday and Thursday. Take it up here, Dungeon Diver, boom. We are triple dipping action going on. Or sorry, not triple, double dipping action going on here with Dungeon Diver as well as Fire Knight. So Dungeon Diver, Fire Knight, we got 2x points. So 2x there. We have Ice Golem back here. I didn't write how many X's it's going to be. So right here, it's going to be Champion Train, Dungeon Diver, and Ice Golem, which is going to be 3x. And then on this, it's going to be Ice Golem plus Dungeon Diver, which is going to be 2x. So we have a 3x, 3x, 2x, 2x. And then the last and not least, because Spider is one of the best places to farm, this is going to be the next chance you have to get triple dipping points. That is going to be on Champion Training plus Spider plus the Dungeon Diver down here at the bottom. So on Saturday, you're going to be able to jump in, and for basically 3 days, it looks like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you're going to be able to run Spider to your heart's content, okay? A nice, easy 3x points. I'm going to be running Mithrala plus Artak. It's a very close to 100% team. If you want 100%, just drop it back to stage 9. It's going to be 100% consistent. So Mithrala plus Artak, which I may even try to, could I solo stage 9 with Artak? I don't know. I may try that out in a second. But on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, you're going to be able to go Spider, get some points from that. You're going to be able to champion training event, finish that out. It's going to be a pretty long one, so I may have to actually run some campaign or do some different dungeons. And then the Dungeon Diver events. You're going to be able to 3x dip on all your events there. If you have your solo and duo teams built out, guys, this makes the events so much easier. Assuming you have a PC ideally, it's going to be a little bit longer on mobile because you need the multi-battles. But if you have a PC, just run it overnight, have RSL Helper go in, run your matches. You can get a lot of it done overnight. It makes these events so much easier. Now, the next thing for me is going to be these daggone artifact enhancement events. So these artifact enhancement events are always pretty difficult because I have no silver. So artifact enhancement event, let's go ahead and highlight these. I'm putting it with yellow because it's like gold, you know. Basically, I should put red because that's going to be what screws me. Artifact enhancement event, We got one Saturday. So I need to save up some silver then. May even forge some stuff in the forge. CVC just ended. So I don't think we're going to have a CVC. It wouldn't be until that Tuesday when the fusion finishes. So Artifact Enhancement Event 1, and then Artifact Enhancement Event 2. We have 3? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we have 3 Artifact Enhancement Events. That is rough. All right, so I'm going to have to get some silver, which on Spider Tournament, on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, you can farm some silver from Spider. Excellent place to farm some silver. Sell your stuff. You're going to be getting your silver. So finishing that out, I do have to be mindful. You're probably going to need like 60 to 70 million silver. I will be working with the strategy that I did before in one of the events where it's basically, hey, upgrade everything to level 4, and then you're going to be able to finish these artifact enhancement events a little bit easier. You don't need the big chunks of silver. Instead, you need a lot of farming, which you're going to be doing from all the dungeons. So honestly, save your stuff. Like when you're farming the dungeons, save all that stuff, and then go back, level to level 4, and then sell it. You're not going to make you're not going to make as much profit because you are going to be upgrading, but you will be making profit in the end. So you're coming out with a net positive amount of silver, but it's allowing you to get those easy, quick points from upgrading all that stuff, especially for Spider. Do a ton of Spider on Saturday and then upgrade all your accessories to level 4 and then sell them, okay? And then you're going to be able to get a good chunk of points done on the artifact enhancement event, but honestly, make sure you're just keeping your stuff. If you're farming 5 and 6 star pieces specifically, just keep them, level them to 4, and you're going to be in a pretty solid spot. So artifact enhancement events probably going to be what's the most difficult. Classic Arena is super easy all the time. And yeah, if you do this, you should have 7 rares at this point, 7 rares before Tuesday. And then after Tuesday, doing the Dungeon Diver event, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, 9. It should be 7 more, right? Yeah, 16, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 plus 7. Let's kick it back to middle school math. 9 plus 7 is 16. So 16 rares is what you're going to need. Let's go ahead and put this down at the bottom. And then you will finish the Kung Fu Panda Fusion. Excellent. So 7 and then 9. So guys, let me see real quick if my Artec can solo stage 9 of Spider. If he can, that's what I'm going to be doing, because that's pretty cool. Not going to lie. He probably has to have a preset because Artec's a little bit finicky. He's a little bit of a weird champion when it comes to the way he uses his stuff. Spider 10 hard. What can I delete? I don't even know. What is this team? I don't even know. So here we go. Let's see. Artec. We're going to throw in some food champs as well. See if he can solo this, but you guys set his presets. Like he's a weird champion. He doesn't do his HP burn the very first thing. He likes to open up with I have no clue. He likes to open up with the A2 for whatever reason. So we're going to do number 1 there, do number 2 here. We're going to open with this A1 just because he's probably not going to get 2 turns for the Spider's 1 turn, at least not at the very beginning. Maybe later in the fight when everybody's dead, but not very first. He's definitely not going to be doing that. He's also in War Master, so we have no oppressor benefits. If I had oppressor benefits, that'd be nice. So we did get the sleep here. This could leave for some RNG if the sleep isn't placed. However, it may actually be fine. I do like this because it skipped 1 turn, so now all the little Spiderlings are out there. He's in regeneration gear, doesn't have resistance, so yeah, it's not going to happen, guys. This is actually absolutely awful, absolutely horrendous. That'd be very difficult to actually do. It's a pretty fast boss. However, you can do stage 5, I believe it is. So, sorry, yeah, 5, because he's strong affinity there. Let's see real quick. Stage 5 Artec. He may actually go 2 to 1 here. So let me go ahead and make sure to manual the A3, and then he should get very close to come back around to do the A2 again. Activating those HP burns. Probably not going to kill the Spiderlings though. Maybe. I doubt it. We do have a Soul Reaper, so if he gets a counterattack, somebody's dying. Okay. Nothing happened there. But he can solo this if you build him out correctly for this, if you get him set up. So as far as the fusion goes, like I said, I will be doing the fusion. I am going to go for it. That's my plan for it. That's my whole game plan and my idea, assuming no vacations, no injuries, no taking the wife to the hospital comes up. Fingers crossed, none of that happens. Like the last fusions have. But we did finish the Emic, even with all that going on. So, guys, best of luck to you. Let me know if you want to see anything specific tested with Bambus, the Panda fusion. Kind of confuses me with Bambi and then Panda. A little tricky. Bamboo, I get it though. But yeah, Spider Stage 5, you can solo this with Artec pretty relatively easily. I mean, not really worried about this. Big old swipes come out, and it's a minute. Stage 5, 1 minute. May even be worth doing that instead of duoing stage 9 or 10. I don't know. But either way, guys, It might be better to duo stage 9. Either way, thank you all very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this helps you out. Let me see what's in my Soul Merchant. Absolutely nothing that I'm going to buy. All right, guys, take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next video.